All right, what is going on, guys? So here with me today, I have the M2 MacBook Pro, which is released before the newly redesigned MacBook Air that's coming out in a couple weeks. And I think this is a very odd product. The only thing I really know about this is from WWDC, where they pretty much skimmed over this laptop in particular because, let's be honest, they didn't really do much other than slap the new M2 processor in there and then leave all the goody stuff for the M2 MacBook Air. Wait. You guys didn't even show anything. You guys just literally said specs. This is from last generation, last generation, last generation, last generation, last generation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox and give you guys my first impressions and my overall thoughts on this machine, and why this thing exists. So we do have a new screen here, or I should say new wallpaper for, I don't even know what the new Mac OS is called, guys. I apologize, but we still have the touch bar, so let's go ahead and get this unboxed here. Haven't done an unboxing in the living room in a while. No, in Apple, we have to take this off very slowly without any force. Always Apple. Trust me, this isn't slowed down either. Oh my God, Apple, why do your products smell so bad, man? It smells like, it smells like a dumpster. It's, ugh. I mean, it's recycled, which is understandable, but at least spray something before you send it off. So we have the USB-C cable to charge the laptop. I'm a little disappointed that this laptop doesn't have MagSafe because, it seems, the iPhone has MagSafe, the newer MacBook Pros have MagSafe, and even the new MacBook Air has MagSafe. This one does not, so still a little bit strange. God, I need to wear a gas mask. We still have a good old power adapter, which is still, I would say, pretty beefy here. This is 67 watts, and we got stickers, I assume. So we have space gray stickers still come in the package, so that's nice. I forgot the most important thing in this entire unboxing. Where was this thing made? This was made in Wait, it doesn't say where it's made. Where was this made? We gotta give credit where credit is due. Does Apple really not say where this thing is made in? 8-core, headphone jack. Let's just say it's made in China. Oh, I'm dumb. It's right in front of me. Look at this. So, shout out to China. Thanks for assembling this for us. Because we're too lazy to do it in America. Anyway, so here's the laptop. It's very bulky, which is one of the reasons why I don't like the Pro lineup, but it does serve its purpose. Definitely still feels premium, and I'm surprised this is a design that has been carried on for, I would say, over half a decade at this point. So looking at the ports here, we still have two Thunderbolt ports on the left-hand side, and then moving on to the other side, we simply have a headphone jack. So if you want more ports, you're gonna have to elect for going for the 14-inch or 16-inch laptops, unfortunately. What isn't new that we haven't seen, other than, languages that I don't know how to pronounce? Yeah, I don't know how to say that one. Yeah, don't use my location for anything. I'm trying to stay off the grid. Like that new chick who is on the FBI's most wanted list for crypto scams. Small world, huh? All right, so this laptop is finally set up, and as you can see here, we still have the touch bar, as you guys can see. And I want to bring over the M2. Imagine if I've been using the M2 MacBook Air this entire time. I would be appalled that Apple has given me early access to a laptop. But this is the M1 MacBook Air that I've been using for a little over a year and a half at this point. And this is a laptop where I have no real complaints other than the occasional crashes with the first-party apps, such as Final Cut Pro, the main one that I use, and Spotify as well. But in direct comparison to the new M2 MacBook Pro, if you guys take a look at the overhead, there's not much that is different between these two other than, as you can see here, the touch bar and most notably the display. Now, if you guys don't know, the older M2 or the older MacBook Pro design had a brighter display. It has a bigger battery, a fan, better speakers, and better microphones. And that's the only thing that really comes off on the top of my head, because there was no real reason to get the M1 MacBook Pro other than, I would say, longer battery life. The M1 MacBook Air just seemed to be a better value for your money, and with the upcoming M2 MacBook Air, it still seems like better value for your money. Other than, if you want sustained performance under higher workloads, then it would make more sense to get the MacBook Pro. But I would argue, in terms of the design and the feature set that the new upcoming M2 MacBook Air offers, it's just better to go with that and take the hit on the performance side of things, even though I don't think it's going to be that much. With that being said, let's go ahead and test out, what's up with appliances being so noisy nowadays? They beep more than cars. Look, I'm already messing up. I can't type because it threw me off, but we're still gonna go with this, all right? This is a fantastic keyboard. This is probably one of my favorite keyboards on a laptop and off a laptop. You're calling me a T-Rex? That's so disrespectful. But regardless, this is a keyboard that I thoroughly enjoy using, as well as this massive trackpad. It's, once again, class leading in the case. So one thing I want to point out is one of my favorite features of the MacBook, and it is the touch bar that we have here. And as you can see here, I still have Safari open in the background. If I just click here, Safari opens up. Now, it's a little bit weird how they don't have this on the newly redesigned products like the upcoming M2 MacBook Air or the 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pros. And that makes me wonder, why are they still offering this touch bar when they're clearly going away from this model? It doesn't really make sense to re-engineer this whole platform for the sake of putting in a new processor that doesn't really, generate much heat, right? And I would also go as far to say the average Apple customer isn't really going to care about the newer redesigns that we have. It's mainly people who watch tech videos like this and tech enthusiasts who are probably going to complain and say, hey, why do we still have these huge bezels here, as well as, it's just an older design when your newer products don't have it. And Apple probably just has a whole bunch of these lying around, and they still want to ship these out without spending money on R&D and eat into their margin. So that's just something that I'm thinking about for why they're still using this. Would I personally get this laptop in this day and age? No. And it's kind of like how I've said before, I would just wait a couple weeks and just bite the bullet with the M2 MacBook Air, because you, for one, getting MagSafe, you're getting, I believe, better port selection as well. Actually, I think the port selection is the same. It's just that you're getting MagSafe, but you have the option still to charge with USB-C. What else are you getting with the newer MacBook Airs? Oh, probably the most compelling thing that might drive people to get the MacBook Air. It's the new colors. Like, you have Starlight, Midnight, you still have the Space Gray and Silver. But I do believe Starlight and Midnight are going to be the most popular colors from the newer M2 MacBook Airs. I feel like this is a MacBook M2 Air unboxing review because that's all I'm talking about, but it just really doesn't make sense to me how this is the more expensive option, but you're getting less. It's like Tesla upping their prices, but they're still giving you the same product, right? It really doesn't make sense. So that's why I would not recommend this product personally, but it's not a bad laptop by any means. Like, if all you really care about is performance, I mean, the display is already pretty good for the price point. The speakers are already class leading. The microphones are good as well. The webcam could have gotten an improvement. Battery life's probably still class leading as well. If you just want a laptop that runs really good, this is still an amazing laptop to get. It's hard to beat this laptop. All right, guys, so those are my thoughts on the M2 MacBook Pro. Let me know what you guys think. For me personally, like I've already said, I would just wait a couple weeks and get the M2 MacBook Air just because of the redesign and the feature sets that you get. It just seems like a better value for your money. Plus, you're getting $100. For $100 less, you're getting more with other options that you can customize, such as the color. This just really seems like a business grade laptop. Like, companies are gonna buy this, but I would also argue, why would a company spend money on this when they can just spend money to get the 14-inch and get a much better laptop overall for their employees to do very good work. Wink, wink. Hopefully you guys understand why this product exists, why you should not buy it, who it's for, and why you should wait for the M2 MacBook Air. All right, guys. Maybe my opinion will change in a couple weeks, but let me know what you guys think of this M2 MacBook Pro. I'm gonna go on a run, and with that being said, guys, I appreciate every single sub, like, and comment, and as always, much love. This boxy design is here to stay. Can't believe it, but whew! Can't wait to get that Starlight MacBook Air. That's such a beautiful looking laptop, man.